America changed forever.
Another plane just flew into the second tower.
Years later, a scar remains, but Ground Zero is finally giving way. Now, through exclusive interviews and unprecedented access, Shepard Smith reveals the people, the plans, and the passion to rebuild.
You'll have these architectural gems that people look at and say, my God, isn't that fantastic?
Tonight, tune in for a Fox Report special, The Rise of Freedom.
Welcome back to a crash course, a Glenn Beck special on the radicals helping the president to transform America. Now to the man who could be dubbed radical in chief, one of the richest men on the planet. He's calling for a new world order, and he's someone the president listens to very closely.
George Soros. He's the billionaire progressive activist who doesn't mind throwing his money around. His seemingly unending quest for big government control is kind of strange, perplexing to me, honestly, because he was born in Budapest, Hungary. His dad was a Hungarian Jew who was a prisoner of war in World War I. Soros eventually found his way to New York City in 1956. Oh, I've been happy about that ever since. By 1970, he had set up hedge funds that could help him make his fortune. He's the guy who helped collapse the British sterling. Yet he spent millions of that fortune on things like progressive blog sites like Media Matters, where bloggers can earn six-figure salaries just to sit around in their underpants and distort conservative words all day. Oh, they're going to be extra busy on tonight's show. He started the Open Society Institute, which seeks fairness and justice. Social justice? No. He also helped start the Tides Foundation, which among its many super classics are the anti-capitalist Story of Stuff indoctrination video. It has George Soros money. Great. Shown in schools all across America to warp your children's brains and to make sure they know how evil capitalism is. He's also a globalist. He's one of the power players trying to establish a new world. Watch when he says it. Notice how he stumbles every time he says this, because he's like, uh-oh, I'm really spooky dude saying new world order, probably freaking people out. Watch him. He'll stumble every time he talks about establishing.
You really need to bring China into the creation of a new world order, financial world order. So I think you need a new world order that China has to be part of the process of creating it.
I just want to say, I just believe we should have a new, oh no, I shouldn't be saying this on television. What else could I say? A new world order.
So how does Soros impact U.S. policy? Through groups he funds like the Center for American Progress. Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner spoke there last month. The group now has one of Acorn's top guns, Steve Kest, as a senior fellow. Obama's former Green Jobs czar is a senior fellow there, too. And the list goes on.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the Center for American Progress, which is the group that Van Jones and everybody has been hiding out in and picked the president's staff, helps the president write his talking points and makes decisions. The report in the Wall Street Journal states, May 4th, for instance, the cap-and-trade energy and environment expert Daniel Weiss called on the president to name an independent commission to look at the causes of the Deepwater Horizon disaster. On May 22nd, he did just that. On May 21st, CAP President John Podesta privately implored White House officials to name someone to the public point person on the spill response. Guess what? A few days later, they did that. On May 26th, Weiss said that the White House needed to demand that BP immediately set up an escrow account with the billions of dollars from which claims of the Gulf state residents would be paid out. Oh, yeah, they did that one as well. But don't worry, it's not like George Soros has anything to gain from how the president handles BP or anything like that. Brazil is the one that really stands to benefit from the BP oil spill catastrophe. As the U.S. moratorium makes more rigs available for other countries, Brazil is going to gobble them up. Brazil is plowing ahead now with a $220 billion 220 billion dollar 5-year plan to tap oil fields that are deeper than BP's ill-fated Gulf well. Remember, $220 billion. It's deeper than what we have here, and the equipment is going to go from the Gulf down there. But again, George Soros has nothing to gain from this. The Soros Fund Management, LLC, I guess we should tell you this, holds a stake in Petrobras, that is the oil company of Brazil, in the amount of $900 million as of December 31st, 2009. Petrobras, the Brazilian oil company, that the Obama administration, get this, the Obama administration is now lending $2 billion to. You ready? Wait for it. What is the $2 billion going for? To perform offshore drilling in Brazil.
So why would a guy who's trying to undermine the economy get a special pass to the Oval Office? You figure that one out. We're going to tie together what we've learned so far in this crash course next.